Hey everyone, I'm Kundan Yashputra. Welcome to NextGen Now. Imagine this. A 75-year-old grandpa in Texas is rushed to the hospital, struggling to breathe. A young mom in New York, barely 30, is fighting for her life in the ICU. A new COVID variant, NB181, is sneaking into America through airports, spreading like wildfire. Right now, in May 2025, COVID is still killing 350 people every single week in the US. 350. That's like a plane crash every 7 days. Why is this still happening? How is a virus we thought we'd beaten still causing so much pain? Why are only 23% of adults vaccinated with the latest shot? Who's at risk? And what can you do to protect yourself and your family? We're going to answer every single question today. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, picture this like we're sitting down for a coffee, just you and me, talking about something crazy. The US is in a weird spot right now. We're not in 2020 anymore. Hospitals aren't overflowing, and we're not locked in our homes. But don't let that fool you. COVID is still out there, and it's still deadly. Let me paint the picture for you. As of the last week of April 2025, the CDC says only 23% of adults, about 61.5 million people, have gotten the updated 2024-25 COVID vaccine. That's like 8 out of 10 people walking around without a shield. For kids, it's even worse. Only 13% of kids aged 6 months to 17 years got the shot. Think about that. We're talking about millions of kids unprotected while a new variant is knocking at the door. So what's this COVID horror I'm talking about? Let's break it down like I'm explaining it to a 12-year-old. Imagine COVID is like a sneaky thief. It's not breaking down doors like it did in 2020, but it's still picking locks and sneaking into houses, especially for older people or those with weak health. The CDC says COVID is killing about 350 people every week in the US. That's down from the nightmare peak of 25,974 deaths in a single week back in January 2021. But 350 is still way too many. It's like losing a small village every month. And who's getting hit the hardest? People over 75. Their death rate is 4.66 per 100,000, way higher than any other group. Why? Because their bodies are like old castles, strong in their day, but now the walls are crumbling, and COVID slips right through. Now let's talk about this new villain, the NB181 variant. It's a cousin of the Omicron family, specifically the JN.1 lineage, and it's causing chaos in places like China and Hong Kong. CBS News reported on May 23, 2025, that this variant is driving a huge surge in cases across Asia. It's so contagious that it's been found in travelers landing at US airports. California, New York, Virginia, Washington, you name it. Ginkgo Bioworks, the CDC's testing partner, found it in people coming from Japan, South Korea, France, Thailand, even Spain, between April 22nd and May 12th, 2025. It's already popped up in communities in Ohio, Rhode Island, and Hawaii, with the earliest cases going back to late March. This thing sticks to human cells like glue, making it spread faster than a rumor in a small town. But here's a relief. So far, there's no proof it's deadlier than other variants. Hong Kong health officials said the same in a statement on May 23, 2025. So why are people still dying? I mean, we've got vaccines, right? Here's where it gets messy. Dr. Tony Moody, a professor at Duke University, told ABC News, "The fact that we're still seeing deaths just means it's still circulating and people are catching. Keep in mind, a lot of people are catching it. 3 big reasons are behind this: low vaccination rates, fading immunity, and not enough treatments." Let's break it down. First, the vaccine numbers are shocking. Only 23% of adults and 13% of kids are vaccinated with the latest shot. That's like most of the country forgot to put on their armor before a battle. Second, even if you got the vaccine, it's like a battery. It runs out of juice over time. Dr. Gregory Poland, a vaccine expert, told ABC News that immunity fades, so you're not as protected after a few months. That's why people over 65 need 2 doses of the updated vaccine, 6 months apart. But guess what? Only 41% of seniors got even one dose last season. And then there's the treatment problem. Antiviral drugs like Paxlovid can save lives, but not everyone can get them. It's like having a fire extinguisher, but keeping it locked in a safe. Combine that with only 14.4% of pregnant women getting vaccinated, 7.2% for non-Hispanic Black women, and you've got a recipe for trouble. These gaps are like holes in a boat, letting danger pour in. Let's talk about this new variant, NB181, because it's got everyone on edge. The World Health Organization called it a variant under monitoring on May 23, 2025, because it's spreading fast globally. It started in China, where it's now the dominant strain, and it's popping up in places like Singapore and Taiwan, too. What makes it special? Researchers in China found it binds to human cells better, like a key fitting perfectly into a lock. That's why it spreads so easily. Symptoms? Same old COVID stuff. Sore throat, fever, cough, fatigue, muscle aches, congestion. Some people get this weird low-grade fever that won't quit, like their body's thermostat is broken. But the good news? It doesn't seem to cause worse illness than other variants, at least not yet. No, here's where things get hopeful. The FDA and CDC are fighting back. In August 2024, they approved vaccines targeting JN.1 and KP2, which should also protect against NB.1.8.1. Moderna and Pfizer told the FDA's vaccine panel in May 2025 that their new shots, especially ones targeting LP.8.1, a cousin of NB.1.8.1, could be game changers. But here's the problem. Only 7% of adults say they'll definitely get the shot. According to a recent survey, 7%. That's like knowing a tsunami's coming but refusing to head for higher ground. Let's talk about what's happening right now. The CDC says emergency room visits for COVID are very low as of May 23, 2025. Wastewater testing, yep, they check sewage for the virus, shows low levels in most states except South Dakota, where it's high. But don't relax yet. Dr. Natalie Thornburg from the CDC told the FDA panel that COVID seems to follow a pattern now. Spikes in summer and winter. We're in spring, so a summer wave could be coming. And with NB.1.8.1 spreading, we need to stay sharp. So, what does this all mean for you? 3 big takeaways. First, get vaccinated. If you're over 65, pregnant, or have health issues, don't wait. Those 2 doses could save your life. Second, keep an eye on this variant. The CDC's airport screening is catching it, but it's already in communities. Third, don't let your guard down. Masks in crowded places, especially for high-risk folks, are a must. Hong Kong's already telling people to mask up on buses and trains. It's like wearing a helmet in a bike race. Better safe than sorry. COVID's like that annoying guest who keeps crashing the party. We thought we kicked it out, but it's back with a new trick. But we're not helpless. Vaccines, masks, and staying informed are our weapons. Use them. Protect yourself, your family, your neighbors. Because 350 deaths a week, that's 350 too many. This is Kundan Yashputra, signing off. Stay curious, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Let's keep asking the tough questions together.